All right. Hello. All right. So, um, I think I think starting off with a little bit of an awkward energy on today's video is a good idea. What do you think?
Yeah, everyone's awkward.
But I think it would add a refreshing touch. Like a lot of my videos I've made,
Hmm.
they've been like, "Hi, my name's Jacob. I was a fitness and leadership coach, and I nailed it, right?" Or like nailed it, like
Yeah.
you know, awkward. There's a lot of good things to be said about being awkward, don't you think?
I think awkwardness is good. It shows that people are human. Like
Right.
it shows like the real layer of the skin. Like, okay,
Right.
she has emotions.
Yeah. As of lately, we're gonna get into like our what we talked about being
Yeah. So
with the topic of lies and everything.
yeah.
But I
So
wanted to,
speaking of
if we
emotions,
get to lies, we only have 10 minutes.
yes.
So
So it's just
yeah, well, no, well, like there's actually more important. So it's sometimes the creative mind, I think, it like lets out. Now talk about this instead.
uh,
The creative mind. I feel like for me,
hmm
and I've talked about this with Renee and other people. Success tends to be like it's just loving your mind, loving to be in your head, in your body. Because think about, let's say you had like a really nice Chanel dress or whatever, Dolce Gabbana. You like Dolce Gabbana?
hmm
Right? Like, let's say you had a Dolce Gabbana dress and some nice Dolce Gabbana shoes. Those like 200, 300, 500, $800 shoes or more, right? Nice. But let's say you just didn't like being in your body and in your mind.
Yeah.
In other words, like you look good on the outside or your clothing looks good, but you
Are you
inside,
good?
are you inside? You don't even like being there.
Yeah.
So success, I feel, first and foremost, my definition is, do you really like being in your body in this very second, in your head, in your brain, as your neurons are firing off, going that electrical current in your brain? Do you like that? Is it working for you? You
I
know,
mean, yeah, it's a confidence that make people who they are, and sometimes if it's fake, just fake it till you make it.
fake it till you make it, like
Fake it till
liking to be in
you,
your body.
yeah,
The fake it till you make it thing. I know what you're saying.
right. I mean, like right now,
I think there's some. Yeah, go ahead.
right now I just ate eggs,
Eggs.
eggs.
How many eggs?
Three
Okay,
eggs.
cool.
I ate a banana, and I ate like this rice cake bites.
Yeah.
And like I felt bloated as freak. So when I came in, like I was like, oh, like I don't look as thin as I like did like last week, So it's just like, okay, I have to like fake it till I make it.
You looked thinner last week, you think?
Yeah,
Bro?
yeah. Like I like sometimes I like there
We
because
should do a measurement. Maybe we should see if that's
I'm
true.
not sure
I mean,
right now.
why not?
Okay,
You down?
I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like body dysmorphia. See, it's like I feel like everyone has body dysmorphia, and it's like confidence. Like I came in confident, and you didn't know. I mean, like I just came in like my regular self. Like,
When
hey,
today?
yeah, right now. Like,
But you're not feeling it inside?
not really, but I'm like, okay, like I need to be confident, like how I was before. It's like self love. It's like,
Yeah.
mm,
I think, see, like I'm saying, I love that depth.
mm,
And like, how's this? Confidence it just is. For example, let's
yeah,
just say that was a beautiful moment to me because you're being so honest, which will
mm,
bring us to the next topic as we close off is lies. But see, what you just did is the opposite of a lie to me because you're saying, okay, fake it till you make it. What do you mean? I came in, I wasn't feeling like super confident like last week,
yeah,
but I'm gonna like know that it's best to present myself in that way.
mm,
That's so honest of you. And we got that on video, you sharing something so transparent, so honest, that I think that that's something really, really, really powerful because it lets people almost see like
the hidden layer.
the hidden layer.
Mm-hmm.
And in seeing that, I get to see, okay, let me take a step back and watch. It's almost like,
Mm,
oh, okay, there she is,
mm,
right? And so then we get to see who someone is more. It's kind of a more interesting experience than like just the facade. Like, what I think I've shared a lot. What could I share with you to be just as transparent that would let you see me? I've shared a lot. I think I've shared a lot.
Okay, so I think it's different between men and women's. Like men's like more prideful. Like, have you ever been in a moment where you just haven't been like your pride has been hurt, or like you try to hide it in a way?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
I think so. More. Here's the thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think to answer your question, I think what I was telling you this morning, like confidence. I think the world tries to take your confidence.
Oh yeah.
So as I've
The question you
matured,
asked me this morning.
I have become more aware of like that's the overall gist of the
Yeah.
earth and humanity.
Mm-hmm.
So it's less like it used to be. Like say somebody you've said things to me that kind of bother me sometimes. You, you Nicole.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Wait. It could be anything. Like you're like I was like I paid you the $5. And you're like that was sweet of you. You're so sweet or whatever. To me, that was like what? Like that's a kind of a thing where it's like I don't like that. I'm not trying to be sweet. Like I'm just trying. Do you get me? Did you see? Okay, but here's a timeout. You see how I'm being transparent,
Mhm.
and in doing so, like that kind of reveals a lay. You get to see me now a little bit,
Yeah. Mhm.
right? But I think that you could say, Jacob, but that's not hurting your feelings. It's not. It's almost what's not being said. With I like to read into
Yeah,
things.
yeah. You told me like you wanted it to be like maybe I didn't really mean sweet. I just didn't know what to say.
Okay,
Like I'm
cool,
being
cool, cool.
honest.
Yeah. And I figured so, and that's why to me,
Yeah. So
like,
like now that you told me like I told you I don't really take criticism to heart. It's
yeah,
like whatever you told me today, like whatever you say, a specific word, it can change a meaning, it can change a
right,
point of view.
right.
So maybe now that you told me like you want me to use it more as leverage, more as a coaching thing, fine. Like you're gonna pay me again
If I'm late,
if you're late, and I'm gonna be like,
because then,
that's leverage.
because
Yeah.
yes, because then it makes it about me achieving a goal.
Yeah, it makes you feel good that you're doing something right.
Yeah,
And
because
which you are. Which you are, like we're getting up, we're doing this 90-day challenge. This is
this
day
is day
three.
3, right?
Yes. And honestly, we're doing good. We're off to like a really good start. So
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so but when you said you asked me have anything that hurt my pride or whatever,
yeah,
I think that if I could think of anything today, probably that moment there.
it did.
No, I mean, just,
Sorry.
no. Listen, yeah, I said there's not. I can't think of two. That's an example of something that's like because someone
yeah.
could mean like that. So here's why.
Yeah.
Let me break it down.
Mhm.
Because somebody could mean okay. Let's just say if I were to go, you're self conscious right now, currently about your body. Well, if I say, hey, go and do cardio, it'll make you leaner,
Mhm.
right? There's two ways to take that. There's coaching Jacob, which is like, because that's what you want, right? Okay, good, let's do that. That's gonna get what you want. Come on, right? That's coaching Jacob. And then there's hater version was like, go do cardio so you can be leaner, right? It's the same thing, same outcome, but one person's trying to dig into your emotional state
Yeah.
and take your confidence, right? And then so then it's being called sweet is not a problem, but some people use that as like a form of weakness, like oh that guy that was very sweet of you or something. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's on the context of how it's meant,
Yeah, it's a different point of view.
right?
So
But it's so that's
yeah.
why I'm just giving you an example of it's
Mhm.
not really what you said or it's like
It's how I
how
said
does
it.
not even you it's how does this person mean it,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and then if you recall that's why I said yeah I'm the sweetest. If you do remember you probably don't recall that but I said yeah I'm the sweetest, right? Because it was my way of saying like sure like because I'm saying I don't in a way I'm saying I don't really trust that
Mhm.
description of me based upon these things because I'm doing it primarily as a leverage, so it wasn't me being sweet. But is she meaning it this sweet? Like, can't trust it. So I was like, yeah, I'm the sweetest. Does that make sense? And so now I'm breaking down these things, right? And you can say so much like, I thought this video was about lies. Well, in order to speak the way I'm speaking, you can't lie,
Yeah.
right? So what is a lie? It's the opposite of how I'm speaking,
I get you.
right?
Mhm.
And so now the original question is, did I take off a layer of my skin or
Yeah,
my
your mask.
surface? Yeah. And are you able to see me more now? Like take
Yes, I am. I am.
what happened with your perspective with your literal eyes once I was that honest with you?
Um, it just honestly, I liked it. Like it was a lot of tension. I was like, okay, like like
Was it? Yeah.
it was a lot of tension, yes. But I'm like, okay, let me fix it.
Yeah.
Like I want to like have this good relationship with you, and you want to be told in a way where you want to progress. And sometimes like some wordings, not everyone sees it that way, and everyone
Right.
likes it
And
that
you kind
way.
of
And
know.
it's like, okay, well, now I know how he thinks. So
because
now I know how to get to you and like
because and it's okay that you did that. There's nothing
yeah.
absolutely wrong at all. It's
Yeah.
just that you're gonna meet some people sometimes that are gonna one day tell you, yeah, you mean go do your cardio so you get leaner, and they're gonna do it a double, meaning they're gonna conceal it like, oh, I'm coaching you.
Yeah.
Like, watch, they'll coach you, but they'll also insult you, and they'll wrap it up as to one, well, you only hear the coaching, but they're low key liking that it affected you, drop your confidence. They'll be like, you see, and then when you understand there's people out there that can layer their ideas like that, then you're able to say,
But how about the
what? But does it make sense? But does that make some sense?
Okay, but if someone told me that, I would have been like, okay, I will go do the cardio, but it wouldn't destroy my confidence.
Right, because I'm giving you an example.
Example.
An example.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah, it's just an example. Like any soft area that is like, it's does I don't know, like does it make sense? Where it's like something that you're already like, watch out with that. Right. My favorite people in the world are sweet people. Okay. Those are my favorite people in the world. Right. But we live in a society, if the general gist, the default of the average individual is, or average society member is, there's trolling, there's making fun of people, mistake kindness for weakness. If that's the general gist of general culture of general people, then in average, you have to be careful when somebody kind of insinuates things. Like, because they could be saying, oh, this person's weak. I'm going to, and again, this could be totally, you may not know what I'm talking about yet, but one day you might get it.
No, I'm like starting to understand. Like I don't fully get it, but I'm not saying I don't either.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you want to wrap up about anything about lies? Should we save it for the next one, or what would you like to say? We were gonna make this video about lies.
We can't save it about the next one. We can talk more about the weakness.
Weakness.
How to prevent? How to like put your weakness into your biggest strength.
Oh, we talked about that.
Yeah, we can talk. We can end that on that.
On that last one.
Yeah, on that last one.
Well, I told you about it. Why don't you tell them about it, or tell me back about it? Either one. Pretend. Tell it to me. Tell it to them. Tell it to.
I can tell you. This guy, he told me today. He told me. Sometimes like people's weaknesses are their greatest strengths. So I'm like, huh? Like how? Like if that's your weakness. Well, if you perfect that weakness and other people's point of views can fawn that weakness of you, they can like it, they can see it as a biggest strength, so you can use that and perfect it and kind of persuade your way in saying like, oh, like I am good at that. It is a good thing, and you can use your character to develop it to society.
Yeah. Now, for example, that was perfectly. If we think about what I told you this morning, I understood what you said, but I don't think what you said was actually what you meant, because what actually came out was not what I know you were trying to say.
What do you mean?
That's what I'm trying. Remember, I tried to tell you, like, it's like this. Well, is the person here?
Yeah, he's changing.
Okay. So in any case, we could. You want to pick up there next time, or should I break this down a little bit?
He's changing.
Okay. So what I was saying is that, let's just say, we could like whatever. Like, so it's like, let's just say, what did you tell me? Like, oh, like the over knowledge. And I was like, well, that's not necessarily a term, right? Like it is, but it's not. Like it's not a common term. Like this person has tried to over knowledge me, right?
Trying to make my own slang.
Yeah, and I told you it's not correct. But grammarly wise, it's not correct.
But you understood me, right?
No, of course. That's what I'm saying. That's a weakness in a way, but it also is kind of one of your characteristics, which comes across as charming to the right person.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think it's just once you own, and we were talking about how Bumstead has a lisp, and people were like, you might a lisp. That's nobody wants a lisp, but he has one, and all of a sudden it's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. Right.
So it's just that when you turn a weakness into your strength or your trademark. Like, what would you say is my weakness? Nothing? Great. All right. No. That was the joke. That was the joke. That's
your weakness.
Yeah, perfect.
I don't know. I feel like your weakness is just like your rep. You know, like I don't know. I really don't know your weakness.
Yeah.
I really don't. I feel like that's what you'd like try to hide. I really don't know. I haven't like gotten
Yeah.
that inner Jacob. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to though,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's another story for next
Till next time.
time. Till next
We'll pick it up there. Have a
time.
wonderful day. I'm Jacob Adams.
I'm Nicole.
Peace.